still have to distress this too, but I love this. I'm alive in a new look. Very sweet, and I usually bring Biscuit down here to do my sign off. Well, tonight I'm going to bring Bacon, right? Hi YouTube, it's Bethany from Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration. I'm gonna do a video. I did a big oopsie here on a current project that I'm working on, and I thought this is the perfect time to do a YouTube tutorial. So if you're new here and you've just stumbled across my channel, mostly my material and tutorials that I do here are on helping you learn how to refinish furniture, do-it-yourself type of projects around the house. But mostly I talk about furniture and how to upcycle things, how to paint things, a little bit of woodworking. This falls under that category of a little bit of woodworking. So I messed up on the top of a dresser and it is totally my fault. I will own it. I was trying to make the process go faster. And sometimes, no, not sometimes, most often than not, that is not the right way to approach it. So I should have done it the right way, and now I'm paying for it. It is an easy fix, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. So what am I talking about? What am I blabbing about? I'm talking about fish eye. This happens when you put your poly on top of your stain, and you start to notice almost immediately or shortly thereafter, your top coat starts to separate and almost create these crater looking, looks like you're on the moon, like these craters or fish eyes start to appear, and you're like, oh no, what is happening? It looks like this. I'll put a picture up here. Okay, so I know how to fix this. I know how to fix this because I did this once before on a custom order and it freaked me out. I thought I ruined this customer's piece. I was just at the tail end of refinishing it, and then I went down a rabbit hole, Googling on these woodworking type of forums, and I found somebody who had the answer, and I tried it and it worked, and I thought, oh my gosh, I wish I was videoing this process. So maybe it's the universe telling me, well, since you didn't video the first oopsie, here's your second go around at it, Bethany. So that's what we're gonna do right now. I'm gonna show you guys how to fix fish eye on your furniture. But first, before we head into my laundry room where I apply my top coats, I'm going to shamelessly plug my YouTube channel. So for those of you who are returning, thank you. I love seeing and having everybody watch my channel. If you're new here, please click the subscribe button, which is usually in the lower right-hand corner, but you also need to ring the bell on my channel. That way you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'm also all over social media. Not only am I here on YouTube, you can find me on Facebook. I have a Facebook business page. I also am on Instagram, and I show all my before and after projects. I'm also doing a lot of short clip videos with all these tips and tricks. So go follow me everywhere. Now let's get to this fish eye. Okay guys, we are in my very swanky top coat room. This is also known as my laundry room, storage room, utility room. I got the water heater over here. I got my furnace over here. Now this is what you gotta do when you gotta do this stuff. So I have a door on this. There is some good ventilation in here. I have some open space over here, but I do close it once I'm trying to do some top coat. So I am applying a poly top coat to this gorgeous dresser I just refinished, and I used as my top coat General Finishes Arm and Seal in a gloss finish, and I noticed almost immediately the fisheye started to happen. So I'm going to show you guys a close-up of what I'm talking about. Now from like right here, I can't notice it. Same with my drawers. So I have 3 drawers that I also applied my poly on. Look, it looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Once you get like right here, you're like, oh boy, there's some fisheye going on. So I'm going to show you what it looks like on my piece of furniture here, and then I'm going to show you the product I use that will fix this. Okay, there's my fisheye. It's really bad in this one spot here. It just looks like I missed a whole bunch of spots applying my top coat. So I need to fix that. My furnace just kicked on. We're gonna keep going with this video. So what causes fisheye? From what I looked up and what I know now, the main culprit to fisheye is silicone. Silicone in the wood that is coming through, and it's becoming a contaminant, and it's not allowing your top coat to apply evenly, and it's causing it to separate. So how does silicone get into the woods? Well, polishes like these, I'm gonna put up a photo here. So things like Pledge, things of that nature, all of these old vintage furniture pieces I work on, I can only imagine the years and years of these type of products being applied. And I thought with this particular piece, big mistake on my part, I thought, oh, I sanded it. It didn't look like it had silicone. I'm not gonna be able to see it. It's just something you can't see. And I thought, oh, you know what? I can bypass it for this project. I'm learning a very hard lesson here. I always need to apply a sealer, which I'm gonna show you now what I use to prevent this. So the magic sauce, as I call it, is this stuff right here. Seal Coat by Zinsser. Okay, you guys, this is a dewaxed shellac. It has to be a dewaxed shellac. I promote shellac when it comes to prepping and preventing wood tannins and bleed through before I paint a piece of furniture. That type of shellac, it's like a yellow can that has wax in it. You need to find dewaxed shellac, and this stuff right here, Seal Coat, is that. So what I need to do, this provides a barrier. So after you apply your stain, what you should do, after you apply your stain, you want to apply 2 coats of this if you want to have a sufficient barrier before you apply your poly so you don't get the fisheye. So right now, I already have 1 coat of my poly on. We're just gonna leave it as is. Then I'm gonna come in, you're gonna see me on a time-lapse video. I'm gonna come in with a 2-inch foam brush and apply 2 coats of this. You need to wait 45 minutes in between each coat. It goes relatively quickly. After I apply 2 coats, then I can go back and apply my remaining coats of poly, and that'll fix it. So it's relatively an easy fix. It's just a little time consuming, so no fear, we can fix this fisheye, and I'm gonna have to do it on my drawers as well. Also keep in mind, anytime you're applying poly, any type of top coat or like a sealer, make sure you know the temperature of your room and the humidity. I always keep a digital thermometer in here. Right now it is 67 degrees in here, and I'm at 28% humidity. On this can for the Seal Coat, it says do not exceed 85% humidity. So if you live in a warmer climate, keep that in mind. If you're working in an open garage, keep that in mind as well. So now you're gonna see me apply this on with a time-lapse video, and I'll talk more about the silicones and fisheye and what are some other options that people do to fix this. Bob from woodshopnews.com says adding silicone to the finish is usually the best method for preventing fisheye because it's the most predictably effective. His second most common is the shellac sealer, which we're doing here. He says that works well as long as you don't dissolve it with too wet of a coat of lacquer. So if you're applying lacquer on top of the Seal Coat, be careful. There's 2 other methods that he talks about that aren't the best, but I'll hit on them here. Washing the silicone out of the wood, it's just not recommended. It's super time consuming and it's just unpredictable. Another method is called dusting on the finish. He says that's risky because of the difficulty of getting just the right wetness when you redissolve the dusted coats. So bottom line, to avoid the unpleasant surprise of fisheye, especially if you are refinishing like I am, rather than building new, you probably need to make it a practice to use 1 or more of these methods regularly. Okay, this is after the first coat of the Seal Coat. I can already tell this is looking a million times better. Everything went on perfect. And I can just tell it doesn't look spotty. And that area where I had a lot of that poly pulling apart, it all is uniform now, and it looks fixed. But I always apply 2 coats of the seal coat because that's what's recommended as a barrier. So I'll be back here in 45 minutes to apply a second coat to the top and with my drawers that I just redid as well. And this will be fixed. Yay! Here's another angle without my ring light on, and as you can see, no more fisheye. She's looking gorgeous. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you found it helpful on how to fix fish eye on your top coats with your refinishing projects. I would love to know, other people out here, if you watch this video and you're like an experienced woodworker, have you used this product? Have you used this method? Or are there other ways to fix fish eye that are better, more efficient? I would love to hear it. So drop it in the comment section. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up, share it. I would appreciate that. And as always, I always bring one of my furry children down with me when I do the sign off. This is Biscuit. These are smaller of 2 Chihuahuas. He's only 5 pounds. And then we have a younger Chihuahua that's really big. His name's Bacon and he's 14 pounds. But this is our little guy. He's almost 8 years old. Oh, you're gonna be 8 next month, March. You're getting up there, man. So I always bring one of my little lovies down. Just my thing. And we say toodaloo. Is that our thing that we always say? We say toodaloo. So see you guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again here soon. Oh, I'm going to be uploading a video shortly on that dresser, start to finish. But this was kind of like an oopsie video, so I'm throwing it in there. So check my channel. I will be uploading a video probably later tonight or tomorrow on the finished product on that dresser. You don't want to miss it. So thanks again, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.